this has got to be the most creative mining upgrade automation incremental style game about. This is called Terminal Descent. And that's right, it runs in your terminal. It's pretty darned cool. The premise is quite simple. We will mine this rock. This is our little drill. This is our little rock over here. We have but one command, and that is to mine. We will indeed do that, and we will mine up to 50 before we get offered the opportunity to sell our iron and get ourselves a little bit of gold. And from there, we can jump on into the shop and spend some of our gold. Now, there's a couple of different things that we can spend it on at the moment. The first is an auto miner, which is just going to allow us to tick, 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 get cracking on the rock. And you'll see, by the way, the rock is losing a little bit of HP, which is lovely. We also have the opportunity to get a better drill. A better drill is going to allow us to do more damage to the rock and therefore, hopefully, destroy it just that little bit quicker, which is kind of nice. Now, at the present moment, we are at 0 depth. We are apparently going into this cave system. I don't know sort of what the lore is, but we are heading deep down somewhere. And I'm not sure that we're necessarily going to come back out. But anyway, this is currently available on itch.io. You can check it out, linked down in the description below. You can also check out the Steam page. I don't know when the game is going to be coming to Steam, but it does have a Steam page, so go wishlist it over there if indeed this is something that you are interested in and you want to support the developer, because every little helps when it comes to marketing an independent video game. Right, we have just about got the 10 gold that we require. Boom, we're going to buy a better drill. And that is going to allow me to extract 6 iron a time now, which is actually kind of substantial. And it's going to mean that I can very, 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 very easily get up to the level 2 of the auto miner. You'll note, by the way, I have just destroyed the boulder. It resets in its current configuration, but I get a rubble, which is quite nice. Let's continue to sell, and I will nab an auto mine. Now, in order to descend into this cave system that I was talking about, we need to get 5 rubble. And 5 rubble is literally just going to be accumulated by destroying the boulder 5 times. We've almost destroyed it a second time here. The fact that we've got this better drill and a second auto miner is pretty darn sick. It's unfortunately like quite a large jump to get up to the next level of auto mining and better drilling, but that's okay. I will do it. I will get there. Don't you worry about that. Alright, 5 rubble has been acquired. I've got about 3,000 iron in the bank, which is quite nice. Very, very happy with that. Let's start to sell off all of our iron. Where does that leave me? I'm trying to do 2 things at once. Sell off the iron and continue to mine the iron. Because I would quite like to get the next level of better drill here, and I think I will be able to do that right now, in fact. That was the 6th bit of rubble. Boom. Okay, so the better drill now allows me to mine 11 each and every time that I hit the button here. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. And by my very rough calculations, I will need 5,000. I'll need 5,000 iron in order to get the next level of auto mine, which is quite a lot of clicks. But look, it doesn't matter. I've got 7 rubble in the bank. Let's descend for the first time. So we will move forward in depth. Now, not everything, or not every sequential depth layer brings something new. It just so happens that on the first depth layer, there is a little bit of something to explore. And that is the build menu. The build menu offers 2 items. It offers a mining cart, which I will absolutely buy as soon as I have sold all of my gold. And it also offers a smelter, which I think I can also probably buy like right now. Also, you'll note that there is a new resource, and it's up in the top left-hand corner, and that is coal. Now, coal is just accumulated automatically. I don't believe that there is a way that we can accumulate it faster. If there is, I haven't figured it out. We just kind of get it. I don't know if it's in tune with the number of auto miners that I have. From what I can gather, it's not, but that's okay. Also, looking at it, I kind of already have enough for my next level of auto miner. But look, let's get the mining cart. The mining cart automatically sells 50 iron to get 1 gold, and it means that I no longer have to do that. It means that I can just focus great on pressing the spacebar button, which is fine. Now, let's get the next level of auto miner. before I progress. That's going to be 3 auto miners now, and that's going to give me just that little bit more confidence that I have a properly automated system here. We can also, by the way, descend deeper. Now, as we descend deeper, I think, but again, don't quote me on this, that our coal collection rate is going to increase. I don't know how much it increases by. This is not, you know, this is not a fully fleshed out game. I really have no idea about where coal comes from, and how it all sort of works. But what I do know is how to use coal. We need to go back to the build menu here, and we need to spend 50 gold on a smelter. Now, this converts 30 iron into 1 steel. I do not understand the way that this works, and I think there might be a bug that is present here. What I need to do is I need to turn off the mining cart so that we can accumulate a little bit of iron. I also need more coal, because the funny thing about smelters, right, is that smelters will only operate between a very specific heat temperature gradient. It is, let me absolutely make certain that I have this correct, because it is something that I looked for specifically on the website page. It is between 1,370 degrees Celsius and 1,530 degrees Celsius. So there you go. Does that mean anything to you? I mean, unless you're an industrial plant operator, then I would say probably not. So there you go. Anyway, we can continue to dive deep, and I'm going to do just that. Yeah, continue to go down the depths. Again, nothing seems to be happening here. That's fine. Right, let's heat our furnace. I'm going to heat this up to, what did I say, 1,300? There we go. And at 1,300, we will take a lot. There we go. We will take a lot of iron and turn it into steel. Now, it did say 30 iron into 1 steel. That might be a bug. I might be misreading it. It might not be overly clear, but whenever I have my heat in like the correct range, it just seems to like destroy my iron supplies, which is pretty annoying. But that did unlock a brand new drill type area that we can explore. Now, a steel drill, I believe, according to information that I have gathered from the itch page, it's not actually in the game. I believe the steel drill allows you to mine 2 times faster. Whether or not that's your drill capability, which I should still be spamming here actually, or whether or not it is your auto miner, I have absolutely no idea whatsoever. Let's get the furnace turned back on again. We got 9 rubble, by the way, so we can actually progress down 2 depth levels. Let's get like 10,000 iron or so. Or 7,000, sure, that's fine. And then heat you back up to where it needs to be. And then, yep, we will start the process of getting steel. And look at that. We get 3 steel from like 6,000 iron. So, yeah, I'm really not sure of the ratios there. It definitely doesn't seem to be overly transparent. But you know what? I can accept. This is an early stage game. I don't think I want to turn the minecart back on, even though I really do value it. I do want to continue going deeper because that is going to give me, I hope, more coal. I think more coal. I'm not really that sure. Now, as we go deeper, by the way, note that the latent temperature of the furnace is decreasing. That means that it's just getting colder. That's the reality of the situation, I'm afraid. That's just kind of what we have to deal with right now. I do need the steel drill. I need 10 steel. There is pretty much no other way to go about it. I need to get it. I also don't know, by the way, if the boulder's HP is increasing. I don't think it is increasing, but that might just be me. It seems to be disappearing at a pretty decent rate. Right, descend again. Keep going, keep going. Any decrease in temperature? Temperature looks like it's staying the same. That's fine. Let's get you heated up. Beautiful. And let's suck all of our iron absolutely out of this whole process. And that puts me on 7 steel. Look, I think that there's a world in which I'm able to do a whole bunch more damage to this rock, and we will never, ever, 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 ever need to think about iron ever again. That, however, my friends, is not right now. At the moment, we have a very, very limited amount of iron and gold and coal. And rubble. We got a very, very limited amount of everything. But that, I suppose, is exactly what an upgrade game is all about. It's all about automating things and making sure that you're able to, you know, you're able to grow and thrive and survive, etc. But I like the sort of heat mechanics. I like the fact that you have to keep on stoking the furnace in order to make sure that it works. The good news is that we're almost back to that magical 7,000 iron figure, which seems to be roundabout how much iron it takes to turn, well, 7,000 iron into 3 steel. That's about it. Right, let's start the process of getting this sucker heated back up. Beautiful. And yep, have we got enough? I need just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Keep the furnace going. Boom, we have got it. Let's get the steel drill. Okay, so I don't know what it does. I can't really tell. I'm not really sure. Do we mine twice as fast? Maybe. I have absolutely no idea. Let's keep descending. I can't help but feeling that when we hit depth level 10, there's maybe going to be something a bit interesting about that. I'm also going to turn on the mining cart. I don't really think that there's any need for me to get steel, so I think we should probably just focus on converting as much cash as we possibly can, or as much iron into cash as we possibly can, in as short a time frame as we possibly can. The temperature is slowly but surely decreasing. Doesn't look like there's anything else in the shop that we can buy. Yeah, I think onwards and upwards, or, you know, downer and downwards, I suppose, is what you could say. I will see if we can try and get ourselves to depth level 10, or indeed, whatever depth something interesting happens at. Okay, I've got a decent amount of rubble. It should be enough for us to get down 2 levels. Let's see if there's anything interesting on depth level 8. I don't think that there will be. Let's try depth level 9, see if there's anything over here. It doesn't look like there's anything else here either. Just looking at sort of upgrades and whatnot. Yeah, not crazy, but that's okay. Let's keep digging away. Okay, well, we've got the rubble that we need in order to descend, so let's go to depth 10. See if there is anything here. I don't think there is. I don't think there is. I mean, the mining cart is still active. That's good. That's fine. We're coming up on the 1,000 golds that we need in order to either create a better drill or an auto miner. What's it gonna be, Potato? What's it gonna be? Probably the better drill, right? I mean, 1,000 gold feels like an absolute ton of money here, but I guess it'll be worth it. Oh, something very interesting just happened. It changed. The rock changed. I was right. There was something on this floor. I don't know what it is. It's copper. That's what it is. It's copper. Can we do anything with this copper? I don't know. Steel drill is what we currently have. I mean, we can swap to the regular drill. I don't think that makes any difference, does it? I think the steel drill is still a little bit better. Yeah, great. Okay, we're going to destroy this copper rock. Fantastic. We're going to get copper. I don't know if my drill is even helping right now. I'm certainly doing what I can. So we got 42 copper. Right. Here's the thing. Does the smelter smelt copper? I mean, what would it smelt it into? I'm not even sure what it would smelt it into. Let's get the better drill. Now we do 16. Well, I mean, that doesn't really seem like a hugely great thing to worry about. I mean, it's fine. Doesn't really seem great. But, you know, here we are, I suppose. Okay, well, I'm still in depth 10. Nothing else is really happening, so I guess we're just gonna... I just guess we're gonna press on, then. Down to depth 11. Yeah, I feel like there should be more upgrades than this. Maybe it's just because it's a very, very sort of early iteration of this game. But, yeah, definitely feel like there should be way more upgrades and the opportunity to just, like, build stuff. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. I've already wishlisted on Steam. Don't worry. I promise I've already wishlisted on Steam. But there you go. There's nice little ASCII art of the Steam wishlist thing if you want to. What was I going to do? I was going to try and turn off the mining cart. Save up a bunch of iron. Yeah, we'll do we'll do that. And then, do I want to try the furnace again? Man, I feel like the furnace just should be... I feel like the furnace should just be able to crank out steel. Yeah, insufficient iron. I know there's insufficient iron, but I just... I mean, I can't waste... I can't waste so darn much. We didn't even make a single bit of steel. Well, there we go. Our first bit of steel, which is fantastic. But I don't think there's anything really to spend money on. See, here's the thing. I know that there is a boss. I know that there is a boss in this game. I know that the boss is on, I think it's level 30 or depth 30. The real question that I have is, you know, is there other stuff? Is there other stuff actually in the game before then? The answer to that is, I think no. I think no. I think this is it. I think this is a really strong and interesting. I think it's a really strong and interesting game. Is it enough to be called a game right now? Maybe more of a prototype. I would say I am very, very, very interested to follow this one throughout development, even if it is just you know, just quite small. I'm very, very curious to see how it all turns out. But yeah, I'll maybe just leave this one running in the background for a little bit, see how much we can do rubble-wise. I'm gonna keep descending whenever I have the opportunity, but I mean, given that there's nothing else, I'll just kind of let the game go at it, and then I'll see where that takes us to, I suppose. Just letting this run in the background really now. We can now get our 4th auto miner, which is pretty good going. It gives us a pretty good sort of steady stream of gold and also a pretty steady stream of rubble. I guess we can now descend down to, what is that, depth 14? You've got to imagine in the full game, you know, whether that's on Steam, wherever, there's got to be more stuff happening on all of these sort of different individual depths. Definitely imagine that is going to be the case. That being said, though, I mean, we're getting through these rocks at such a tremendous pace. What with our steel drill. Oh, look, there's a little bit of copper. I don't think copper does anything at the moment. Maybe there is something that we can do with copper. I feel like I should be doing something more with steel, but I'm really just doing, like, absolutely nothing. Maybe I'll just sort of leave the iron to accumulate so that we can nab a little bit more steel in the future. But yeah, for now I'm just content to just let things roll. All right, things have run for quite a little bit. We've got over 1,000 coal. I mean, loads of copper, which I still don't think that there's anything to do with. However, that being said, we can descend. I mean, we can descend to, what is that, level 27? Near enough. I still don't think that there's any sort of other options. We've just about got, what, 5,000 of the 10,000 gold that we need in order to get another auto miner or indeed a better drill. Yeah, I mean, do I want to do something with steel? I mean, maybe we turn the mining cart off. Maybe we let the steel sort of accumulate. Maybe I pop a few coal nuggets into the furnace and let the video game do its thing. And I maybe just maybe be able to keep up with my demand. No, not even close. Literally not even close. Even at the, I mean, huge rate of mining that we are currently mining at, yeah, we're not getting there. But yeah, I mean, yeah, copper is good. I don't know what this is. That coal? I mean, no, it's not a coal rock. It's not a solely coal rock. That's the thing. The type of rock, whether it's blue, whether it's just normal sort of white, I don't know. I will contribute here. I will help drill. Not like it really matters. But we only need what, like 3 more bits of rubble, 5 more bits of rubble, 6 more bits of rubble. What do I need? I need to get to depth 30. That's what I need. Maybe I try and get some more steel. Maybe I'll try and get some more steel. Sure. Increase steel there. Brilliant. Bit hot. That's fine. Bring it down. That's cool. We're up to 10 bits of steel. Great. I still said, yeah, there's not another type of drill. That's the thing. There's not another type of drill. All right. Get a little bit more rubble here, Potato. Get the job done. Get us to depth 30, and let's see what depth 30 brings. And that is the last rock that I think we will need in order to descend down to level 30. Okay, there is an enemy here. It's the big boss, apparently, and we just need to destroy the big boss. I don't think that they are really overly challenging for us, given that we have already destroyed 50% of their HP. I know I have 50,000 iron in storage. Is that going to equate to much steel? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's, whilst we're fighting this boss, which is kind of happening automatically, let's see if we can maybe try and turn some resources into steel. Congratulations, you beat this version of the game in 45 minutes and 23 seconds. Gotta be honest, yeah, this, I like this. I like how it all sort of changes around and you can't see what's on top. It's very, very cool how this is in the terminal. Yeah. Obviously, I think this is just a sort of snapshot of what the game will be. Certainly, I think it needs a bunch of balancing to make it better and to make it more fun and more interesting. But I think the foundation for this is really strong. I think this is a very, very interesting concept, hence why I really wanted to show it off to you today, dear viewer. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's it from me. Thank you ever so much for watching. I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.